Yeah, it's interesting. I remember years ago when I was doing research at the Mayo Clinic with a doctor who was a pioneer in MS research. And his whole theory is that there's viral origin of MS. And his colleagues, he was laughed at.
Are you kidding me? It's like there's totally a virus, but I don't think that's the main cause. If you look at the lesions from Lyme, they're indistinguishable from MS. I've never seen an MS patient who doesn't have Lyme, or at least Babesia, Bartonella. And then it's like a Lyme patient, every single one of them has reactivating because the immune system is still suppressed. And now you can't suppress all the Epstein-Barr, HHV6, tons of all these viruses, and most of we don't even test for. So yeah, they certainly contribute. Now they feed into the vicious cycle. But what's really the cause? But after time, it doesn't really matter but you gotta, and it's like, why is the Lyme even allowed to come out? Because the immune system. So if you fix the immune system, then it will just suppress everything. We have so many infections, but the body is healthy enough to suppress them. And that's what happened. Like people, like infectious disease, they'll give all these antibiotics, like just slam them, nothing happens. That's what I did. I did 3.5 years of the highest dose IV antibiotics I would never give to a patient. It was 4, 5, 6, 7 times the max dose and doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at a time, right? I'm like, Don, you don't care if I live or die anyways, I might as well kill it. Nothing. I would go in with sepsis, being on all that freaking antibiotics because my natural killer cell function was 0. It was 0. So the body can never take over. So antibiotics do not kill anything totally. They knock it down enough and the body takes over. And I remember I was in Ford's Memorial and totally septic, just, dying like every 3 months like I did. And I remember the nurse, they're doing the shift change. I hear her say, this is that AIDS patient that keeps up turning negative for HIV. And she was kind of right because I had no immune system.
Yeah.
And that's why we, kind of an immune modulatory clinic. And that's where we start. And things like POTS and and Sears, that you fix their immune system. And they go, what about the POTS? And all these neurologists are like, oh, you got fatigue because you got orthostatic hypotension. Please stop. It's like, it's a cause from everything. And you fix your immune system, POTS goes away there, all these symptoms. And it's pretty incredible and so we kind of you fix the immune system first, that starts helping the mitochondria. And then you can kind of pick, because otherwise you're just treating this and this and this and this. But really the immune system, I think is at the hub of the spokes. And it basically will drive everything else. For instance, like mast cell activations, right? And Lyme, most people have a component of that, all the POTS patients, and you fix the immune system because or also you'll find that if you look at a mast cell patient, they'll have low cortisol, but high ACTH. And okay, well, what's going on there? And some of you give a little kindness of cortisol or immune modulators because their body is trying to raise that cortisol to basically tamping down the inflammation, but it's not working. So there's the central kind of same to the central hypothyroidism. And so corticotropin releasing hormone, it's just pumping that out, but the body's not responding. The ACH does, but the ACH it's the disconnect to the adrenals. But CRH is one of the most potent stimulators of mast cells. So if your ACH is high, your CRH is high, stimulating that. So you want to bring that down. And that's just one little thing that all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better, And you got all these very good doctors, but they're just trying to get at the mast cells directly. You look upstream and it's just so much more effective.